Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilots YouTube channel. And as you see right here on the beautiful day on the back porch, I have a box. And I love when packages come because I can't wait to open them up to see what's on the inside. However, on this one, as you notice from the bottom of the box, red rudder cap to Roscoe. So I kind of know what Rich Harrison sent me now here. So let's open the red rudder cap box and see if there really is a red rudder cap inside. So we'd like to have you subscribe to our channel. Please hit the like button and notify so you can stay current with our latest content. So, wrapped up in an old pillowcase. Okay. In the old pillowcase, we have the glass jar. Let's go ahead and remove all of this bubble. I'm going to leave the bubble wrap and all on. But we've got the power supply, the 150002. So this is the entire top of the rudder that the red rudder cap fits on. Now, the part that everybody really wants, and then I'll tell you the story behind the red rudder cap. Having a red rudder cap is, I'm going to blame this like I blamed Rob Jones. Once I had my airplane in annual up at John Maestry's in Brookville, and back in '97, I put it in the annual, and Rob Jones came by and said, hey, I've got a guy in Indianapolis that can do a really nice shiny spinner for us. So I said, okay. So my spinner went off, got nickel plated and clear coated, and it was gorgeous, nice and shiny, not white anymore. And because the spinner looked so good, I told John Maestry, I said, let's shoot some paint on the wings and make the wings look prettier. So we did that. Then the fuselage looked terrible. So we ended up shooting the whole airplane. Now the airplane looked great, the spinner looked great, the interior didn't look so good. So I had to redo the interior. And then when that all got done, you know, we had to do the glass and the plastic. And finally, I looked at the panel and went, now I need a new panel. So, you know, $95 for a nice shiny spinner back in the 90s cost me over $18,000 in my annual to get my airplane out. Now, I did a lot more stuff to it, but still. So, the story behind the red rudder cap, and I will continue the story as I continue to open, is that now that I have a red rudder cap, I guess I'm going to have to go out and find an airplane to put it on, right? Because I am not looking for red rudder caps. I get a lot of requests from people to help find them. They're hard to come by. But the GPA is working on having some more made right now, and I've got to call the gentleman in a few minutes to find out how things are going down in the south. He's supposed to be getting some prices to me. But here is a red rudder cap. Now, it's got some aluminum tape up here. It's got no crack, but that is to protect it. I'll polish it up, but here's a red rudder cap. Now, I'm going to have to buy an airplane for this, and this is going to be the segue into the next section. Shop Monkey and I have been looking since last year to buy the correct airplane for Yankee Aviation. We've been looking for a nice Tiger with either a run-out engine or a very low-time engine in fairly good shape. We didn't know we were going to find the one that we found, which has been in pieces for the last 15 years. Hopefully we're going to get all of it, but we're in the process of having that happen, and we're going to bring the airplane to our shop, and we're going to put it back together with a low-time engine on it, and when it's all done, we're going to have a Tiger for sale, and we're going to start a weekly series on Grumman Pilots on our YouTube channel that every week we're going to show you the status of the airplane as we're putting it together, getting the tail back on. If we have to replace the glass and the plastic, there'll be that in the video. Whatever we have to do to get the airplane just about perfect for sale, you're going to be seeing. So anyway, that's the story behind the red rudder cap. Now, I'm going to have to buy this airplane. And then during the voiceovers, I'm going to talk about the airplane. So stay tuned for the rest of the story. As we talked about our video yesterday, we have a new family member we're checking out, and here's some pictures of his little cuteness running around on the back porch with me. Enjoy. I first really met this tiger, it's a 78 Tiger, in Cody, Wyoming in July of 1978 during an accident during taxi. One of the videos in our series is Cody Aftermath, or Taxi Aftermath, and it's the video that we have on YouTube about this affair. And here are some pictures of the incident. Now, it's considered an incident by the FAA because there was no intention of flight. Repositioning on the field, there's no intention of flight, so you don't have to worry about it. It's not an accident, it's an incident. And this Tiger got completely rebuilt, engine tore down, new prop.
Okay, well, here's the offending culprit. It ran over our airplane.
So we went back to Cody, we took the wings off the airplane, the tail off the airplane, and we loaded it into a tractor-trailer truck, and we had it brought back to a Grumman shop where the wings were put back on, the engine was torn down, the prop was redone, everything from the incident was replaced. Now, as I said, after Cody, the airplane was completely repaired and the gentleman flew it until his health issues caused it to stop. Then the airplane was put into storage. A number of years later, the engine hadn't been flown in a number of years. The engine was sent out to was sent out to Lycoming and completely redone. And it's all been sitting together in a hangar for the last 15 years, not being flown. It's a 2,404-hour Tiger. And this is the airplane that Matt and I are trying to get transported to our shop so we can restore it and put it all back together. But as you can see here, it's a complete Tiger. We are going to put a red rudder cap on it, as we've talked about. But we're going to be putting it together and going through the airplane completely. This is how we're starting with it. This is what the starting point is. And then we're going to go ahead and fix everything, do an annual on it. And as I say, it'll have a low-time engine that'll be in good health, and hopefully it'll be a zero-time engine. Well, we probably put 25 or 50 hours on it to make sure it breaks in properly with oil analysis before we sell it. And then we're going to do a video series every week of how we're coming on putting this Tiger back into the air. So it will be for sale somewhere down the road. So stay tuned. We hope you found all this useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. And in addition, there's a little treat about 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm doing web work and other stuff. Here's my cat coming down, playing with a mouse and meowing and just having a good time with me in the wee hours of the night. So I thought I'd throw this into you as a little treat. Y'all please enjoy.